Hi guys, welcome back to another daily tarot card. These are your daily tarot cards for Monday, May 2nd, 2022. Today we're pulling from the Villain Tarot cards. So we have the Hermit as well as the Star bringing the light of the situation. So as I was reading for Tarot Talk, they were showing this fog around. So I definitely feel like we're, astrology answers. Deborah Silverman was talking about, double Taurus from the 30th to the 2nd. So this very chi grounding time. But we have the Sun in conjunction for the next 10 days with Uranus, where it's just like this kind of time where it's like where depression, fear, worry, and doubt, anxiety. I feel like uneasiness. You feel like you're scared about something, and it's like, is this actual fear? Is this actually a situation, or is this the planets? Is this the planets kind of making me feel this way? This is the next 10 days. This will be leading right up to Mercury retrograde. Is the best time. If anything that we are doing, kind of again, like Passover, what, Easter was about was cleaning the slate. This is a time to be like, is there anything I need to change? Maybe it's the way you speak to people. I was watching this gentleman, and he's of the Arabic faith. Follows the Quran, and he's like, to strangers we're like, salam alaikum, da 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 da, so kind. He goes, but when we get in the car, we're so ruthless. The face changes. So maybe that's something we need to change. The way we speak to ourselves, the way we speak to our loved ones. You know what I mean? It's just like, the way that we speak to strangers is the same way we should speak to our family. And it's in another sense where he was talking about this week, where it was just like he was speaking of how we have certain family members in our life, and because we're talking about our morals here in this spread, is the reason I bring this up, is that we are taught to respect our elders. We're taught to respect and love our family and X, Y, and Z. But we have certain family members that sit there and hinder us. And over and over and over again. It's the definition of insanity. And it goes against our moral compass because our heart is so beautiful in the way that we are taught. And it resonates with us where it's just like, I sit there and I will give you the shirt off my back even though if it's my last shirt. You know what I mean? It's like I put my family at risk for it. You know what I mean? And that's something that a hard lesson the universe taught me, and my brothers, also spoke about recently. And it was just like, you have to be to a point of self-preservation. You have to sit there, and it's like, if this is going to hinder you and your family later down the line, you cannot do it. As much as you want to help everyone, everyone knows I'm a giving heart. But the thing is, it's just like up to a point of self-preservation. You have to sit there and make sure you're going to be good. You're going to have to make sure that you can take, it's a hard lesson to learn. But I definitely feel like this is where, at this time, it's just like, we got to check ourselves. How we sit there, and it's like we can get blessed in many ways by the universe, but until we change certain things on how we behave and be like, I love my moral compass, but you know what? I got to use my head. I got to be logical. You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like this is where they're shining the light of the situation. In certain areas in our life where it's foggy and it's like we could do better, we can improve, we can always grow, we're always learning. It's like that light in the situation is here to shine that light. I definitely feel like with the star, I feel like our guardian angels are by our side in this transformative time. Like where I feel this energy and I'm like, God, I don't know what's going to happen here. And I did this a couple months ago. I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen here. But I trust that you are there, and I trust that whatever is going to happen, that you will guide me through this. It's all the way we react to it. When we sit there and we overreact to a situation, and it's like, we always know that the universe will make it happen. It's like, it'll be a little chaotic, it'll be disruptive, X, Y, and Z, but we'll get through it. You know what I mean? And it's how you react to it. Either you could sit there and throw your hands up and have a tantrum and yell and scream and cry, or we could sit there and be like, you know what? It is what it is. Let's just get through this. The quicker we get through this, the quicker it'll be over. And just keep moving forward. So we're going to start with the Hermit, bringing the light of the situation. Alone time is called for when the Hermit and the Tarot card shows up. If you've been swept up in the hustle and bustle of life, the Hermit is a clear sign to slow things down for a while. So what is Taurus? Grounding energy, double Taurus, meditation, close the mouth, open the ears, close the mind. When I say close the mind, I'm talking about how we overthink. the hamster is in the head, running. It's like, okay, hamster, take a break. Get off the wheel, take a break, have some water, have a nap, have some lettuce, calm down. This is a time to sit there and, I highly recommend going on YouTube. There's a 3-hour sound bath. Go on there. It goes for 3 hours, for as long or as little as you want to go. And just let the vibrations just feel through your body. Feel where you feel it, where you hear it, and go from there. Make time to relax on where you are in life, and think about where you want to go. Journal, plan, and a mini vacation, or take time off for a self-care day. You can come out of this little break feeling refreshed, recharged, and ready to take on the world. I definitely feel like, sometimes we go, 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 go. We don't realize what we're doing to ourselves. It's like, okay, we can't keep going forward if we're burnt out. There's no gas in the tank. We got to sit there and take care of ourselves. I feel like with the Seven of Swords, we get them again, the Seven of Swords a lot. This reverse energy. I feel like people were coming at you for everything you have, something precious, something that could change your life. And I feel like people were coming after it. And now I feel like with the reverse, I feel like now is your time to shine. I feel like the universe has showed you who the players are in your life and what they're about and who is worthy and who is not. The reverse is clear. It's a time to face the truth. Acknowledge the reality of a situation can be difficult, but it's the only way to move forward. Honesty is the key to your success. Honest with yourself, And sometimes those truths are hard. So we get this honesty, truth. You know what I mean? The Queen of Swords, Libra energy. So we have balance. I love the way of a stance of his hands is very meditation. But I feel like balance is coming back into your life. You know what I mean? With the Star card, it says a time of peace and harmony. If you go to a traditional reading, I'm specifically getting that definition from the Astrology Answers. You've been feeling morally conflicted about a situation in your life. You're in a situation or you know what's right. The tarot card Justice advises you to follow your moral compass regardless of your personal feelings in the moment. It's a clear sign that now is the time to stand boldly for truth and integrity. It may be hard, but it will lead you to peace and stability in the long run. I definitely agree with that, but I also feel like, where they were showing me that gentleman on TikTok talking about, someone keeps on showing you who they are and slapping you in the face, you got to take it for what it is. This is not saying be rude to them or disrespect them or anything, but it's like, it's just sometimes it's just like it is what it is. They are who they are, and you got to move forward. The star indicates you're coming out of a period of confusion and uncertainty. While this chapter in your life may have been difficult, the star is guarding light, where it illuminates the way forward. Illuminating the way forward. And I definitely feel like with the Hermit, I feel like, they were talking about how on the 9th or 10th of May, just before Mercury retrograde, Aries and Venus are going to be in conjunction with each other. So it's like this calming, exciting time at the same time. You know what I mean? And I feel like this, when we think about Venus, it's like that love, that compassion, that emerald green, I don't know what it is with that color. I just love it. But it's just like, I feel like this is where it's like, we wait from this time of hibernation. It's like time to go outside. You know what I mean? It's like, that's our new living space, and I definitely feel like for the next 10 days, they're encouraging us to get outside and enjoy the sunshine while it's there because, with here, we're in this crazy season. It's like winter's not letting go. And I'm like, oh, hopefully that means it won't be so hot this summer, But it's just like, it's like you want to be outside, but, obviously with it raining or snowing, you can't be. Though you may have had the magic mirror at your disposal, the tarot card encourages you to pursue and embrace the truth. So we keep talking about this truth to a situation, you know what I mean? So definitely something that's been on my mind. And it's just like, seeing the truth, and it's just like one thing that really came out of my meditation was the fact that they're like, you value your freedom. And I do. I definitely talk about this with someone. It's like how much we value peace. It's something that we haven't had all of our lives. And it's just like, I value peace so much. I really do. You know, just to be able to just to relax and not have to worry about nothing. It's just, oh, trust me. Like, I even tell my kids that what a blessing is to. I wasn't even boredom today. I felt like exhaustion today. But it's just like, what peace it is to sit there and be able to just, be still. You know? And it's just like, that's one thing I was talking to someone about. It's just like, when things slow down, it's just like, I'm not gonna sit there and complain about that no more or feel guilty about it no more. Because I always felt guilty. Like, you should be doing something. You should be doing something to, X, Y, and Z. And it's like, now, it's just like, no. No. I will never make myself feel that way ever again. So the 3 of coins. So this is where I feel like making you whole. The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. This is where I definitely feel like this glass slipper, the universe is making you whole. I feel like they had to show you the players in your life before this blessing came in. But so that way you make the right decision this time. So you can't sit there and say, oh, I wasn't given all the information. Or X, Y, and Z. Maybe this is why this light in the fog. Because maybe you have some sort of widow fog or grief fog, or your thinking is fogged over. Maybe it's with drugs or drinking, something. You know what I mean? And I feel like this is where it's like you got to sit there and make that change in your life for the better. You got to make this change to change your life. So I always think of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, mind, body, soul, making ourselves whole. Just as Scar has help from these hyenas, the 3 of coins is a reminder that success often depends on your ability to collaborate or cooperate. I feel like, in this sense, it's like, reminds us of, depends on your ability, and I feel like on your faith. Like, I'm going to be 100%. I don't care if you believe in the outside entities or if it's yourself. I feel like if you are able to sit there wholeheartedly and your success depends on what your faith system is. And that's why exactly what I feel like these times where I have no idea what's coming, I just sit there and say, God, I trust who you are. I trust in what you do. And I trust, isn't that what it's all about? You know what I mean? That we're here for a purpose. And sometimes I don't understand the energy that I feel and how it's going to affect me in the future. But I just trust that you're there. I trust you're already in that situation. I trust that you already have a plan. Obviously, that it's all about our decisions, free will. We make the best decisions in those moments. And I feel like, sometimes we wish we had a do-over, and sometimes in life we do get those chances. And isn't that what Mercury retrograde is about? Those do-overs, where those opportunities come in, where we can redo situations over that we wish we could change in a positive way. Sometimes retrograde isn't always about death and endings and hard realizations. Sometimes it's a beauty of where it's just like, having the universe come back around and be like, it did, that timing wasn't right at that time, but now this was meant to be in your life. So I feel like, I feel like transformative because, when she puts on the glass slipper, she goes from being treated like trash and being the maid to, living in this luxurious castle in this dream life she never could have imagined before. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying this is what's going to happen, but I do feel like some sort of transformation is going to happen here. This definitely does touch on my meditation as well with the number 5. So change of transformation. So, whatever this is, just embrace it and know that the universe is there. Don't make that energy, don't own that energy. Know that it's in the sky. Obviously, if there's something that is hindering you, this is a time to change it. But if you're like, all's good, I just feel a little off, then just say like, it's the planets. And just ride it out and ground yourself. Get yourself outside. Get in that sunshine. Get in the dirt if you're able to, and just make the most of this energy. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Monday, May 2nd, 2022. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card. Bye.